Hi, there is our team's presentation and our topic is service capability and performance of logistics service providers. And here the members include Nguyễn Quốc Anh, Trần Gia Hảo and Hoàng Anh Duy. And here we have the aim of this topic, explore service capability in LSPs from the RBV, examine if there are different types of LSP in terms of service capability, determine if there are differences in service performance in different types of LSP, and if so, how and why they differ. And finally, we have suggests directions for further research in LSPs. And before we come to the introduction, I need you to know that the LSP is logistics service providers and the RBV is resource-based build. So now we come to the introduction. The globalization of business and the increase in competitive pressures have prompted many firms to develop logistics. Many manufacturers and retailers are seeking to outsource their logistics activities to logistics service providers to introduce products and service innovations quickly to the markets. Besides that, an LSP can also provide other services such as materials management services, information-related services, and value-added services. We come to a resource-based build. Since its introduction by Warnerfield in 1984, the RBV has received considerable attention and enjoys widespread support in the literature on strategy. The RBV suggests that the competitive advantages originate at the firm, specifically that they are derived from the resources and capabilities of the firm, according to Smith and Schoonmaker in 1993, Barney in 1991, and Markadok in 2001. These firm-specific capabilities provide economic returns because the firm is more effective than its competitors in deploying resources. In the logistics literature, it has been shown that the customer-focused capabilities comprising segmental focus, relevancy, responsiveness, and flexibility and positively linked to firm performance. We come to the methodology to examine if there are different types of LSPs in terms of service capability and that individual LSP types differ in service performance. So now here we have the research process, the formulation of research problems, questionnaire development, data collection and analysis, and finally identification of LSP types and their differences in service capability and performance. Here we got the results. To measure the service capability in assembled LSPs, we developed a list of 24 items, covering the different logistics services that are generally expected of a comprehensive LSP. So here we have logistics service capability as perceived by the respondent LSPs. And here we got the results of exploratory factor analysis, the results of the reliability test and an item total correlation analysis also show that the derived factors are reliable. And we got three identified factors. Number one is value-added logistics services. Number two is technology-enabled logistics services. Number three is freight forwarding services. And here we have a no-way status and cluster means. Let's get multiple comparison test results. So now we come to conclusions and discussions. In conclusions, various statistically analysis of the empirical data collected from 2021 LSPs. TFF only focused on operations efficiency in FFD. TMR, on the other hand, have expanded their service capability in VAL and TEL. In addition to FFD, they add value by sharing resources between customers by running a warehouse or developing an EDI linkage for several customers. Four types of LSP achieve different service performance according to the service capability. Implications for researchers. You have to get the understanding the types of LSP and how this may affect service performance opens up new avenues to develop theories about LSPs. About implications for managers, the results of the study show that the four types of LSP vary in service performance to successfully compete in different market segments. It is necessary for LSPs to assess their own strengths and weaknesses in the service capability related to the needs and desires of the customers. And finally, we come to the directions for further research. There are some limitations to the interpretation of the result of the study. The current study is based on the cross-sectional service study, which provides limited longitudinal evidence on exactly how the different types of LSP evolve and how service performance improves. There might be delayed effects of service capability enhancement on service performance. In terms of the scope of the study, its research was limited to the study of LSPs in Hong Kong. This may limit the generalizability of the results to other cultures. LSPs may seek to enhance the service capability and the customer pressures and institutional forces or according to operations and information technology needs, resulting in different patterns of development of the service capabilities. Now, thank you for your attention.